Greetings, this is Greg for Tesla Fan Insight. My talk today focuses on Tesla and I'll call it Tesla Energy. We have some really, I think, big developments that have occurred that I think should and could and will move the stock. And I think it's definitely worth taking time to look at. This is Greg for Tesla Fan Insight. Bonjour, wie geht's? Verstehst noch immer aus Bahnen? Ni hao ma, strasvice. Guten Tag. My talk focuses today on some news that occurred this week, the first week of July 2017, and it focused on the fact that Total as well as Goldman Sachs have announced that they're developing a practice where they now are trading renewable energy. Now, on the surface, this doesn't sound like a big deal, but basically power that's produced, let's say by wind or by solar or by any of these renewable energy sources, will now be traded, and oil companies and major banks are moving into the space because it's a fairly robust environment where people do want to buy this type of power. Yes, it can be traded and moved between places, etc., and the big question is, why does this apply to Tesla and how does it affect the company? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but one of the biggest sort of announcements from Tesla about renewable energy is there was a project in Kauai that Tesla did a battery array combined with a solar array, and that renewable project basically stopped the use of about 950,000 barrels of oil a year in Hawaii. So this is the potential where the whole Solar City side of the business could actually become a major producer of energy, and that energy would be perhaps sold directly to utilities, but it also could be sold into an open market or a traded market by places like Total and Goldman Sachs. So I thought this was amazing because when you look at the Solar City acquisition, the main part of the dialogue has been about the new solar roof, etc. But I think this is a significant development that's going on relative to Tesla's ability to sort of jump into the power generation arena in a powerful way. It's an interesting dialogue as well because, for example, this change in how power is being generated resulted in, I believe, Toshiba, one of the giants of Japan, going into bankruptcy because they bought Westinghouse with the goal of expanding their nuclear power delivery. And based on renewables growth, the nuclear power industry is getting killed because obviously the waste is one of the issues, but there are a lot of challenges relating to getting projects done in that space. And so renewables of all types, including Tesla's delivery of power, are affecting coal, gas-fired, etc. And I think understand why many friends of mine have said that Tesla should seriously consider shutting down car operations and just build a bunch of solar out there to change, what the climate is all about with that effort. So I think this is an interesting development because, Tesla has an embarrassment of riches in terms of the ways it can use its expertise to sort of make a difference in the range that it wants and do well for the shareholders. And I think that solar power generation is a legitimate one, and they could easily do it on a larger and larger scale with the combination of the batteries from the Gigafactory being attached to the solar arrays and solar panels being built by Solar City. Thank you for taking time out to view another of our videos today. Merci beaucoup. Tschüss, macht's gut. Au revoir, tout à l'heure. Please like and subscribe. Be interested to hear your comments on this topic. I'll take you out once again with Ode to Joy.